Program complete. Auto-engage time sequence synchronized.
Hello everyone, I had an idea for a series of videos where I create reports from characters within the Star Trek universe to tell a story. This is a very rough proof of a concept video that I would like to get your feedback on. The idea would be to tell a story using things like personal logs, after-action reports, mission logs, State of the Union addresses, event summaries, and similar formats as told by characters who create them. Some would be more grandiose, while others would be on a much smaller scale. I need your help. Would you please listen to the video? Most of the visuals in this video are just placeholders, and tell me what you think of the idea. The visuals, audio, and story are very unpolished. Is this something that you would be interested in? Also, would you prefer to have this as a video, or as a sort of audiobook/podcast type of format? Please tell me in the comments below. I hope you enjoy.
Founder, we have the latest report from our scientists. As we have begun expansion into the galaxy, you instructed our scientists to give us an edge over the solids. It is my humble joy and pleasure as your Vorta attaché to inform you that we have made several initial yet successful steps. Firstly, we have improved our neutronic beam weapons, increasing their power and accuracy. We believe that no one will be able to stand in our way if we bring these weapons to bear on the solids. Additionally, we have created a version of hull plating that we can polarize, allowing our ships to withstand more fire from hostile vessels. To further improve our ships, our scientists and engineers are coming up with ways of tying all engineering functions into one main console. This should make our ships more efficient. The Vorta on the project also had similar ideas for centralized command and tactical areas. Prototypes of these console variants have also been developed. We have also created a new type of computer based on optical technology. Refinements to these technologies are ongoing. These have also led to our designers creating a new type of ship, the Destroyer. As the name suggests, it can host more weaponry and do more damage than our previous ships. We will begin augmenting our fleets immediately. We will also no longer have to worry about Ketracel white production, as we have come up with a way to create a synthetic version of the drug. We will be able to produce it on any Dominion worlds. Additionally, we have discovered how to tap the geothermal energy of a planet. This will serve the founders in ways that this simple Vorta cannot even begin to comprehend.
Founder, our ship designers have come up with new designs. We recently thought up a new type of ship, the Destroyer. We have created variants of both it and our patrol frigates. For the patrol frigates, we now have gun frigates, which specialize beam weapons, and missile frigates, which focus on torpedoes. For the Destroyer variants, we have a general destroyer and a gunboat version. The Destroyer has a standard complement of Polaron beam weaponry and Polaron torpedoes. It will serve us in all situations. The gunboat is as it sounds. Ship with as many Polaron beam weapons as possible, although there is some trade-off, as they are not as strong as those on the Destroyer. This will give us some superior firepower in engagement with any solids who try to resist us. Furthermore, we have come up with a new type of defense satellite to further fortify our starbases. These satellites are remote weapon platforms that can engage enemies independently of the starbase. Anyone who threatens the Dominion will have to go through them first. We are beginning construction on these new designs. There will be more updates in the future.
Founder, I have a summary of infrastructure projects that have been initiated on worlds throughout the Dominion. We have steadily been running out of supplies, so that was one of the first projects that were initiated. I am happy to say that, by your grace, and with your guidance, we no longer have to worry about supplying the founders with everything that they need. The solids have been put to work in this regard. They serve the founders in this regard just as we do. Furthermore, we have added hospitals to our worlds. These promote the reproduction of solids who will serve as the workforce to promote your glory. So that they do not forget their place, we have also added Jem'Hadar training arenas to remind them who they serve. We can then also train the Jem'Hadar on these worlds. They serve the founders in all things. We have also found many non-habitable worlds that have resource deposits. We have set up a large number of mining stations. Some of these, like Chemosite and Duranium, we do not currently have a use for. However, our scientists are experimenting with them and have found interesting properties. Duranium seems to be good for making our starbases stronger, while Chemosite seems to have explosive properties. We estimate that we will have a breakthrough shortly. Glory to the founders.
Since time immemorial, we have been the Great Link. Persecuted by the solids, we only have each other to depend on. Only one changeling can understand another. While we are beginning our expansion into the galaxy, it is important to remain connected to and engaged with the Great Link. To not do so would be unthinkable. Our contemplations make life for our kind better. One of the results of this is that one of our philosophers has come up with an idea that could increase the value of trade that the Dominion generates. After weighing the pros and cons to the founders for many cycles, the command went to the Vorta to oversee this new project. So far, it seems to be a success, but we will keep a watchful eye. The solids cannot to be trusted. Additionally, we have decided to lead the Dominion in a new direction. The founders and the Great Link are the heart of the Dominion, so we have instructed the Vorta to promote this idea among the other solids. In the short term, our subjects seem to be understanding and accepting this message. Already, it seems there is less resistance to our guidance.
The solids are peculiar, but they know their place. We had instructed the Vorta to teach them of the primacy of the Great Link. It seems that, as a side effect, they view us with more regard than they did when they initially refused to join the Dominion. As a result, they are sending more resources, minerals, and food in tribute.
My fellow changelings, as we experience new things, so the Link grows with our collective experiences. Those of Link who dedicate themselves to research have found that with practice administering our Vorta has led to increases in research efficiency. We have permanently adopted these ideas. Similarly, those focused on internal affairs and matters of defense have gained more experience dealing with and manipulating the solids. They have found that it is easier to push our agenda through faster than it was before. Similarly, the founder who serves as our representative of our core worlds near the nebula has gained skills as a hardline ambassador. These will only be helpful in the future as we bring more solids into the Dominion.
There has been an update from the Vorta administration on Teplan about her efforts to promote the primacy of the founders. Lauren reported that the Teplan have started to donate more of their naval supplies than before to the Dominion along with the standard tribute. It seems that it equals about a 5% increase from previous levels. Sometimes I just do not understand the solids. Fortunately, I do not have to. The result is that we can field a couple more ships than before. Not a major increase, but it strengthens our fleets nonetheless.
Weiyun, I am happy to report that the improvements to our ships have been implemented. The addition of hardened fields, short-range fighters, and dicyclic life support systems have been tested on a prototype design. My Jem'Hadar report that the ship is easier to handle. Tests also indicate that we stay on assignment longer without the need to resupply as often. The fields are also an upgrade on the polarized hull plating. Data are still being analyzed, but initial tests look promising. I hope the founders will be pleased.
As the face of the Great Link to outsiders, I am constantly in contact with Vorta and other solids. It is a hard task, but unlike others in the Link, I'm more resilient to the contact. To save other changelings, I must perform this task. I recently heard something from the solids that they call music. The Great Link has never needed music. We do not have a need for ears unless we are among the solids. However, this music might be worth further consideration. It is pleasing but alien to us. Perhaps something will come of it, or perhaps not, but it makes dealing with the solids slightly more pleasant than before. The changelings directing our scientists have also discovered that they have a knack for engineering research. They have found ways to increase our shipbuilding speed while lowering the cost. It seems also they have taken an interest in industry and propulsion projects. I am happy that we have both found things that can help us serve the Great Link.
Please inform the founders that we have an update on the production status of some of our planets. We have found some deposits on Garalam that we can use for fertilizer, which will increase our food production immensely. There are also dilithium deposits that we are attempting to tap to boost our ship production capabilities. Additionally, we have found an excellent space for the headquarters of the Dominion Security Forces. Construction has now been completed, and it towers above all other buildings, a testament to the wisdom and guidance of the founders.
Thank you very much for listening. In a video like this, I would organize things to drive a story and would have a lot more information about things like starbases, information about characters, conversations, and just a lot more detail in general about events and stories that are happening. Would this be something that you're interested in? Please definitely let me know in the comments. On the visual side, do you want me to completely cut any kind of visuals so that way it's more of a podcast form? Or would you prefer that I have some sort of something to look at while you're listening to these? Thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.